This one is from Amy. I heard about a guy who threw a party at his house and somebody got drunk and fell down the stairs and then sued him. What do I need to know about my own homeowner's insurance and whether it will protect me in a situation like that? Doug, I'm going to let you start off with that question tonight.
Well, I will quickly throw it back to Larry, the expert on insurance law. But But I will say this,
You lost the coin flip, Doug. You got to answer the dang question.
Well,
all right?
I have homeowners insurance and it better cover me, but why would you be throwing a party? You shouldn't be throwing a party in your house. Wait till this thing is passed. We can get through this together, folks. Please social distance. Don't throw parties at your house. And I think that if someone gets hurt in your house, that's why you have homeowners insurance. Is that right, Larry?
Yeah, something like that. You know, the great news about it is, Amy, that you've got something called MedPay coverage. So even if somebody's knee walking drunk at your house and they fall down, typically in a homeowner's policy situation, you're going to have $5,000 or $10,000 that's available to help care for medical bills. And that money is really the money, it literally only goes toward medical bills, no lost wages, no pain and suffering, nothing like that. But the goal behind it is to prevent lawsuits. It's also to give somebody a little extra. Sometimes their deductibles and their copays may be very high. So the MedPay coverage is there to help soothe the blow in the event that they do sue it. Now, just because somebody falls down at your house doesn't mean there's going to be an automatic lawsuit. You have to be negligent in some way. Because somebody's drunk, that isn't typically, or they've had a little bit too much to drink, that's typically not going to get you sued. You have to do something or not do something at your home in order to be sued. For instance, not fixing that rail, not fixing the step, keeping the hole in the yard where the dog keeps digging it up, but you know, Fluffy keeps digging the hole out there, and at night it's not well lit. Somebody could trip and fall in the hole, things like that. There has to be some action or inaction on your part in order to be sued. Just because somebody falls down at your home doesn't mean necessarily you're going to get sued. A lot of people think that, though. They fall down at the big box stores and they give us a call and we say, well, what happened? Well, I don't know. Well, what did you fall on? I don't know. Some of the worst things that we do, sometimes even with terrible injuries, we're not able to help folks because we don't know what caused them to fall. The landowner or the premises owner has to do something in order to cause the fall or not do something. So like a transient foreign substance, somebody spills the applesauce and it sits there and it's dried up, it's crusty, and nobody has cleaned it up in 30 or 40 minutes, and then somebody slips and falls on the applesauce, then you might have a case. But otherwise, just somebody falling down, that doesn't give rise necessarily to a case, but it's good to have homeowners insurance and make sure that you have medical payments coverage. So there you go. You know, helped you out a little bit, Doug. I know you're a little rusty. We got to get everybody back up here.
Well, I was about to say a bonus question to that, Larry, or Doug, whoever wants to take my bonus question. To hop off of Amy's question there, what if you're not in a house? What if you are in an apartment complex? I know, you know, for 4 years when I was in Gainesville in school, I lived in an apartment complex. We had the option to get renter's insurance. I did not get renter's insurance. Maybe that was bad on me, but I said, I'm not going to pay for that. You know, what if you don't have renter's insurance and something like that happens at your apartment complex and they're telling you you're liable for it?
Yeah, Doug, you want to start out again, and I'll
Doug, take my bonus question.
You're just happy there's someone else to talk.
We're okay, Doug. We love you, Doug. I mean, you're still
Doug.
Holding the law call record. You wanted to distance it out a little bit.
That's right.
Our number one guest in law call ever. Okay, I've said it, Doug. Now answer the question.
So you have to answer some questions now.
I want to be the Alec Baldwin of law call. That's right.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the answer is. Larry will give you the answer, Courtney. But having renter's insurance does make sense because it not only protects, I assume it has a liability component, but it also protects your stuff. Because if there's a casualty where, I don't know, like say the darn place burns down, your stuff wouldn't be covered under the apartment owner's insurance. So, you know, it's a good thing to have. It's probably not that expensive, is it, Larry?
No, it's not. Actually, it's not. Renter's insurance is one of the most inexpensive forms of insurance coverage out there, along with uninsured motorists. Well, you can't buy the two together. You have to buy them, you know, separately.
They don't do a bundle deal for that?
I've got to throw the plug in for uninsured motorist coverage whenever I can. But your renter's insurance, Courtney, there's actually two different types of insurance that might help you. The renter's insurance, but if it occurs outside the four walls of the apartment in what's called the common area of an apartment complex, then you're not responsible. The apartment owners are responsible in the event that there's something that happens outside the four corners of your apartment. But within the four corners of your apartment, let's say that Fluffy takes a wild tear and starts, ripping into somebody's leg, and you got a dog that's sitting there biting everybody, and then you're responsible, not the owners of the apartment. So the renter's insurance would cover you. Typically, when you're an adult over the age of 18, you need to start considering getting your own different types of insurance. So if you own a home, it is homeowner's insurance. If you are renting, whether it's an apartment, a mobile home, a trailer, it's renter's insurance. Make sure that you get something to protect your assets, including being sued by folks like me.